So when I was in high school, I used to go to local shows. There was this band called Elora, Danon, and they had this song called Patches and Pins. It was a really fun song. I think a lot of us knew it. We all kind of like dance around to it. You know, those cool things, those cool memories I have. So 2.5 years ago, I started doing some more solo music. Started calling it Patches and Pins, partly because I just liked the sound of it. Also because when I was in high school and go to those local shows, I was really into buying like patches and stickers and little like 1-inch buttons for bands that I liked, and that kind of reminds me of that time when I used to, I felt like I was different than other people I knew, and I'd go to these local shows and there were other people like me into the same kind of music like me. That's kind of a root of where a lot of my music now comes from. So in that band, in Elora, Danon, was this guy, Eric Eisenberg. And Eric Eisenberg was a super nice guy. I think a lot of people knew him. He was older than me, so he was kind of like one of the earlier names in our local scene in like the Lehigh Valley. He had been in a band called the William Tell Routine. But Eric was really nice, great organizer, would really try and turn the scene into a community, into like a cooperative group. I'd always see him at shows, and he'd always be really nice to me, and I often felt like I didn't really fit in that local music scene as much as that was like my place to go. I feel like I had trouble meeting other people there and getting to know other people, but Eric would always be really nice, always trying to make me feel like I was part of the group. We talked for a couple of years throughout when I was in high school and college. We had some really good advice and talked about life, things like that. I was a sophomore in high school. I was in a screamo band, and Eric actually recorded our EP. He was really great to work with, really supportive, really just a really nice guy. And unfortunately, 2 years ago, around the same time, Eric died from suicide. And it sucks. I don't really know what happened. We weren't that close that I was able to get very many details as far as how he was doing before that. So, today is World Suicide Prevention Day. This is Suicide Awareness Week. It's, if you know me, you know this is kind of a big deal to me. The important thing is to reach out to people. There's always someone to talk to. I think we could all use someone to talk to. I'm one of those people anybody could talk to. There's great resources out there. There's people who want to talk to you. And maybe it's not you. Maybe you see someone, you know someone. Just reach out to people. Ask them how they're doing. Take care of people. Inspire people. Like, it sucks that years later I realized that Eric inspired me a lot. It sucks I don't get to tell him that. So, since my music now is Patches and Pins, I always wanted to try and figure out a way to play this song. So, here's that song.
Protect your interests and sigh out loud. Our disenchantments are folklore now. We'll give our speeches and count our blessings. We will not learn from our own lessons. We burn the pages like they are secrets. Asked and answered for shout our still get down. And at the count of 3 we'll lay them down. We won't celebrate anymore. Celebrate our termination. We'll stash all our weaponry and swear to solemn secrecy. There's nothing they can cast in stone that we can rip down as time shows. We're isolated sensation, living in consternation. Plastic leads to cancellation.